Good morning, buenos dias, wa sabah khair. Sabahul khair. Sabahul khair. I am Abu Shaib, and welcome back for another lesson from English al Español al Árabe, where we take words and phrases and translate them from English to Spanish and then to Arabic. This morning, I wish to teach you the truth. The truth. The truth in Spanish is pronounced la verdad. La verdad. It's a feminine noun. Many Americans mispronounce it by not understanding that the D is pronounced differently in Spanish. It's pronounced more as a TH. When the D starts a word, it can sound like an American D, like in Buenos Dias, but when it's starting the second syllable of a word, it sounds like a th. And when it's ending a word, it can sound almost inaudible, like a th. La verdad. ¿Verdad que sí? ¿Verdad? ¿Verdad que sí? And the truth in Arabic is el-haqiqa. El-haqiqa. Haqiqa. Remember, I'm not a native Arabic speaker, so we have to find this letter kaf. It's here, kaf. And this letter, as we can recall, is the H where you just push air out of your mouth without vibrating your vocal cords, and followed by a short ah. Ha, ha, haqiqa, haqiqa. I admit it, this word's a little bit hard, but we'll go back to it, okay? So what good is the truth if you do not know the truth? I know. Many non-English speakers, as I've taught English, try to pronounce this W. You'll hear people saying, I know. No, it's just like no, the word no, I know. In Spanish, it's yo sé, but in Spanish and in Arabic, we do not have to say I, because we can tell by the conjugation of the verb who is doing the action. So, yo sé, or sé, yo lo sé is I know it. Yo lo sé, you'll hear that a lot. Ana arif in formal Arabic. Ana arifu, if you want to get technical about it. And one of the big differences between formal Arabic and dialect is that the main verb in a phrase or a sentence in dialect has this B tag on the front of it. And I think this is true in all dialects. So arif in formal Arabic is I know, but barif is I know in dialect. We'll get back to that too. Moving right along with some vocabulary. The ugliest word in any language is war, or the war, to make it practical, because we have to carry the article down to la guerra in Spanish. La guerra, la guerrilla is like a guerrilla. Guerrilla, guerrillero is warrior. And in Arabic, we have that hard H again, el-harb, el-harb. Now there's a small A here, there's a short A here as well, but it gets eaten up by the rolling of the R. If you're American and you can roll your R, you'll be going a long way in your Arabic. El-harb, el-harb, the war, the war. Now let's go back and look at, we'll look at the word about now, vocabulary, about. About, in Spanish, we generally, in spoken Spanish, we'll just say de. Hablamos de ayer, we were talking about yesterday. But in written Spanish, in formal Spanish, you'll see sobre, hablamos sobre ayer, we talked about yesterday. Or acerca de, hablamos acerca de ayer, we talked about yesterday. And when we're talking about a book or a movie, we have to say tratarse de. ¿De qué se trata? What's it about? ¿De qué se trata el libro? What's the book about? And there were so many words, as Spanish wins the richness prize in this category, that I didn't have room on the sheet to put the most common word in Arabic to say about. And this is a preposition that can also be used to say for in certain cases. But this is am. We have that crazy ein letter where you constrict your throat, followed by an N. This is letter nun. It's usually represented in Western script by the number 3 followed by a lowercase n. Sometimes you can see a small a lowercase a after the 3 as well. This is usually translated to about. So let's put all these vocabulary words into a phrase. Oh no, I have to go back and do el-haq. 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 El-haqiqa is a very difficult word to pronounce, the truth. So I recommend that you start with a word that's very similar, which means right, or you're right, or that's correct. You can use it to say, but it's based on the word for the truth, and it can sometimes be used to mean the truth, but it is not the noun, the truth. The noun, the truth, is el-haqiqa. This is el-haq, el-haq. Now fortunately, in some dialects, you can hear this Q being changed into a G sound, especially as you get closer to the desert or the Gulf countries. Hag, el-hag. But it's better that you learn to pronounce this kaf letter. Kaf, because you will need it for formal Arabic. Now to say somebody is right or that I agree with you, you can say Mak. Mak al-haq. Mak al-haq. Mak al-haq. Now to put it all together into a phrase, we're going to make a phrase, I know the truth about the war. I know the truth about the war. I know the truth about the war in Spanish. Yo sé la verdad de la guerra. En donde? En donde? And as I said, you don't have to use the yo. You can just say, sé la verdad de la guerra en. In Arabic, ana arif, ana arifu. That's very formal when you add that fu at the end. But ana arif al haqiqa an al harb bi. And B is a preposition that can, when you see it inside a sentence, it almost always means with or on. In dialect, it's got a lot more meanings, but when we're talking in modern standard Arabic, it usually means in or with. In or with. But in this case, it's going to mean in. And we'll talk about a couple of places where you might hear about a war. I don't know. Where's some war been lately? Let's talk about Iraq. There's many ways that we pronounce it in American English. Iraq, Iraq. But in Spanish, it's always Iraq, Iraq. And we use the K, and that indicates that this is a foreign loan word because the K does not exist in the Spanish alphabet. In Arabic, it sounds quite a bit different. It's Iraq, or Iraq, because we have the Ain letter here, and it's always pronounced with the definite article. Sometimes in dialect, people will eat this cough and they'll make it into like a hamza. Iraq, Iraq, Iraq. Syria. I think there's a war in Syria. Syria in Spanish is pronounced the same way. Syria, básicamente, Syria. In Arabic, it's pronounced a little bit different. It's Surya, Surya. Unless, of course, you're the leader of Hezbollah and he pronounces it Surya, Surya. But in normal Arabic, both in formal and dialect, it's pronounced Surya, Surya. Palestine. Palestine is Palestina in Spanish. And in Arabic, it's Palestine, 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 with this big, heavy, thick T that's in the front of the mouth. And finally, Lebanon, which has experienced some tumultuous war. Lebanon in Spanish has the accent on the first syllable. It's Libano, Libano. And in Arabic, it's pronounced Lebnan, Lebnan mostly. Lebnan, Lebnan, Lebnan. And to review the phrase, I know the truth about the war in Syria. Yo sé la verdad de la guerra en Syria. أنا أعرف الحقيقة عن الحرب بسوريا. Thank you very much for viewing. Have a great day.